I was in 4th or 5th grade, and we were living in a shelter at the time, and I remember I needed help with my homework, so I sat down with my mom on the couch in a TV room, and it was about the time the president was giving an address. And a photographer came in, and he asked if he could take some photos of us, and the photo ended up on the front page the next day. Me doing my homework in the shelter with my mom next to me, the president on screen in the background. And at first, I was proud just to see myself in the paper. Then I read the description, and it was something like, Vanita and her son Ryan, who have been homeless for a long time, sit down to watch the president give his speech. The next day, I went to school, and a lot of the kids were saying, "Oh, you're homeless, and that's why you have old shoes and your clothes are dirty." And it really hurt to hear that. That was a point when I realized that I myself was homeless, and it was hard to hear that and realize that, and that was a point that really changed a lot of things for me. When I was 14 years old, I found the Tucson Academy, which is a school and shelter for homeless and runaway teens. Within the first week of me being there, I sat down and began playing the drums. And instantly, a door opened to opportunity and creativity and positivity. I completely shut myself off from everyone else, locked myself in the music room and played the drums. I took that confidence and motivation that I found in playing the drums and put it towards riding and skateboarding and the arts. I never really found that one thing that could really change my life up until the moment I met Chris Ruckers. Chris came into the program one day and decided he wanted to take a group of us kids out snowboarding. At first, snowboarding was just this really distant thing on TV, and I thought, I don't know, sure, why not? And we took the 3-hour drive up into the mountains, and while the other kids slept, I was completely glued to the window, looking out at the surroundings, at the mountains, at the open plains. And when we got there, and I got on the board for the first time, I just did it. It felt natural, it felt normal, and all that positivity and motivation that I got from playing music finally turned into a sense of purpose, and it was a moment that changed my life forever. My first competition was the North Face Masters. The start list came out the night before, and I was dead last. The entire day it was cloudy, it was snowing, and while I was at the top, waiting my turn, my fists were clenched, I was shaking, so nervous, thinking, what am I doing? I'm not supposed to be here, I'm way out of my league. And the guy on the radio says, "Hudson, you're up, get in the gate." He put the camera right in my face, and right away the clouds broke, the sun came out, and I could see the entire run, top to bottom, and the moment just became this perfect moment. And so I took a deep breath, and immediately my nervousness was gone. I felt really comfortable, and I dropped. When I started working for Chris at Outdoor Outreach, there was one kid that immediately stood out to me. Just as Chris did to me, I did for Vincent. I took him up to the top of the run, and once we got to the top, I watched him stop and look around. He stood in the same place that I stood. It was as if I saw myself for the first time through him. I could feel what he was feeling, and just the grin that was on his face. It was this sense of discovery and joy, and feeling that connection to something bigger than yourself for the first time. And so I took a deep breath and I shared that moment with him. My name is Ryan Hudson, and I am a North Face ambassador.